I'm Debbie Barnett, and tonight is Wednesday night skill building where I play at I Love Maj against the bots and navigate through the Charleston and the different hands and a lot of decision making. And there are times where I do call on the audience to make some suggestions and help me out. And sometimes you guys might see something that I miss because the tiles are in the eyes of the beholder. Let's put it that way. I try to see as much as I can, but I do miss things. Yep, I do. I actually make mistakes once in a while. Yep, I do. So, this is all part of the game, actually. It's a lot of fun, but there's a lot of things to keep track of. So I'll go ahead and share my screen and head over to I Love Maj. And here we are at the I Love Maj game launchpad. If anybody has not experienced I Love Maj, it's a wonderful platform to come in and practice. I am an affiliate of theirs, so I do have a link if you do want to try it out. They give my members an extra week to try it out for free. So rather than 2, you get it for 3. What I love about I Love Maj is not only can you play against the bots, but you can also play at a personal table with friends. So if you have friends that are on I Love Maj and you want to schedule a time to play together with them, whether it's another one person or 2 or 3, the bots will fill in what you're missing. You could do that here. And everybody has a username. They normally do first name and the first initial of your last name. So if somebody searches for, Eileen G, they're going to find you in there. And that's how you would do that here. So you would launch your own table and then they would find you, and you don't start the game until everybody's in it. So you'll have to play around with it and get used to it. They have a lot of videos on how to use everything too. So, and then the exercise room, I talk about this all the time. I love it. It is the best place to come and practice and get to learn the card. Learning the card, I sound like a broken record when I talk about this, but it is so true, and I have to keep saying it over and over again. Learning the card is one of the most important pieces of being able to play this game successfully. In the beginning, when you're a new player, it's very confusing, and there are systems that I put into place that hopefully will help you be able to get in the right direction. But knowing the card is so key to being able to see certain things. Most of the time, we are aiming for categories to begin with. Sections, categories, families, whatever you want to call them. 2024, 2468, any like numbers, addition hands, etc. That's the goal in the beginning. But there are times when a category is more limited to its number of hands, such as any like numbers that only has 3 hands under it, 3 lines. Those you should know very well and be able to recognize when you're able to utilize those. The other category that is kind of unique is Winds and Dragons. So that's another place where you might spot a specific hand or 2 rather than just thinking category level. But for the most part, we want to work at a high level when we're playing and leave open flexibility, and as many options as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I play against the bots. I always do the official game because I like all of my statistics to be recorded, and that's what that will do. If you're new here playing, you can play just for fun with or without the hand suggestion mode. It looks different because when this is on, I believe you don't see the discards. I prefer just play for fun. That way it doesn't matter whether you win or lose. You're not going to have your game stats recorded. But use your own mind, your own thinking to figure out what you're doing. I think that enabling practice mode could be a little bit of a crutch, but some people might find it helpful to use in the beginning, and that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and I do play against intermediate level bots. There is beginner, intermediate, advanced, or they call it standard, intermediate, advanced. They do have intelligence coded into the bots, which is unbelievable. Have fun with this. If you play standard, I'm going to let you know that they're going to do things that a beginner who wasn't taught the right way will do. For instance, they will pass flowers in the Charleston, they will pass a pear, and other things like that. So just beware, you may win more, which is kind of nice when you're a beginner to win more, but you're not getting a real true feeling of what it's like to play against somebody that really knows what they're doing, okay? So we're going to go ahead and launch our game. We're playing on the 2024 card. We are, a good month or a little over, depending. A lot of people got their cards late, a month into using the card, and I am really loving it. All righty, so here we are. You could change the card here if you still had it on 2023. And you could also change the bot level here again if you decided you wanted to change it up and you were like, oh, I forgot to do it at the beginning at the game launch pad. And you have color themes and different tiles. What did I have the other day that was really pretty? I think it was the Joshua tree. I don't think I'll do that tonight. Yeah, it's just pretty for you. Nobody else but for you. You can change your tile style, classic to large print. If you're vision impaired at all, the difference is that if you do large print, you'll have an 8 and a big bam rather than 8 small bams, but you still can tell what the cards are. So if you like a bigger tile, you could use that. They also have the Mahjong line tiles here. They look very different than regular tiles. If you're ever thinking about buying one of those sets, this is a great place to come in and practice to get to know what they look like. I have said a couple of times that I was going to come in and do a game or two with it, but I don't want to take away from skill building tonight, so we're not going to do that. But I have classic set. Timer times you as to how long it takes for you to make a decision when a tile is discarded. In person, somebody discards a 4 crack and you look at it and you may have to think about whether you need it or not. There's still a pause button, so it's not like you have to worry about it if you want to pause it, but if you're not paying attention, you could lose that opportunity for the discard. So for the purpose of tonight, I do leave it off, but I encourage you to try it, because what you want to get to is that 4-second mark in decision making. And I do help you with getting quicker in decision making based on what part of the game that we're in. I say, okay, and I'm going to start the game. All right, now let me know, put it in chat if the sound is not good or if I need to raise something. I think it's probably okay, but just let me know if anything needs to be raised up. I sort my tiles initially by suit. This is just a means of organizing. This does not get you to where you're going to go. It only helps you see everything in suit, numerical order initially, and if there's any multiples or anything like that. Now, normally, we're going to work off of a multiple because a multiple is a strength to start with. Sometimes those multiples are our great friends, and sometimes we end up getting things in the Charleston lead us in a totally different direction, and we don't end up using them. But you want to start with multiples if you have them. Well, I don't have any multiples. So what I will do initially is set my tiles up in evens and odds to start with, to see what I have more of, more evens or more odds. And this way, we know if we have a lot of odds, we could look at 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and we could even look at, possibly 3, 6, 9 if we have the sixes. But in this particular case, I have 1, 6, and I have a lot of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now, what I might do in certain circumstances is look at the consecutive run as well to see if there's anything there. But because of the way right now what I have with the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 category, I would like to keep as much of that as I can and not worry too much about anything else. Now, I know I'm going to get rid of the 8 and the 4. I would love not to have to do the 6 because that really is a whole category that I'm passing. But if I can't find something else to pass, I'm going to pass it. And good for Wes if he's going for 2, 4, 6, 8 or any of those numbers in any of those suits, because I want to think more about building my hand and following through a few very important rules during the Charleston, which is don't pass pairs and don't pass flowers. Now, you may get stuck with a flower because somebody gave you one on the second left and your hand is so beautiful that in order for you to not pass the flower, you'd have to break up something in your hand. In that particular case, I would say you do it. And then what I normally do is I'll say something like, you can thank so-and-so for that, because I don't want them to think I gave the flower. Really not good protocol for me to do that, but I really don't want anybody thinking that I'm passing flowers. All right, so let's see what I might be able to keep here. Well, as you might know, hopefully you know, the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 category is split almost in two between low end odds and high end, 1, 3, 5, or 5, 7, 9. So just by moving my sevens aside, I can get a good idea of what I have here. And I definitely have quite a bit of the 1, 3, 5s. Now, what if I want to keep 1, 7 for the only hand I could really think of that it would make, well, no, there'd be a couple of hands that would make sense by keeping them, would be line number 1 or line number 5. So line number 1, I have 1s and 3s and cracks and bams, and 1s and 3s and dots. So in all honesty, it doesn't matter which one of these I pick. Because if I were going to start with 1s and 3s and bams, I would use the 7 crack for that mixed suit hand, line number 1 on the right side. If I went with 1s and 3s and cracks, I would use the 7 bam. So I think I'm going to do that just to make a better choice in my Charleston. Nothing wrong with it. I still have a lot of things to work with. And, we'll see what happens, because I even line number, what did I say, 5, the multiplication line, again, I could keep either 7s, could work out in my favor, but I'm going to do this. Hello, everybody watching on YouTube. Thanks for joining. Hi, Linda. All right, so now what did I get? I got a 6, a 7, and a south. I got a 6 crack. So now I have 2 6 cracks, right? So now we're going to have to look to see if that's going to change my mind, because after every single Charleston move, you want to reassess. Well, now maybe 3, 6, 9 might be a possibility, but I don't have any 9s at all. Well, what about maybe something in a run? Maybe something in a run with 6, 7 and something before it in a 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a possibility. So let's see if I do this, if there's something else that I could get rid of. See, I'm thinking I'm going in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, but tiles come in and things change very quickly. So I don't know what's going to happen. I could have a 1 suit run going on. I could have a 2 suit run going on with the 6 and 7. So now what do I do? Well, I'm going to keep something. I'm going to keep that 6, and I'm going to think about something else that would work with a 3 and a 5. And that would be a 2 suit. I'm going to look at the 2 suit second hand left side first. Let me look at that and see what I could keep. So I could keep 1 bam, 3 bam, 3 dot, 5 dot. I could keep 1 crack, 3 crack, 3 dot, 5 dot. And let's look at the 5th hand down. That needs 4 flowers. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't have any. I don't have any, but I'm not going to say, but I don't have flowers. I just know that I got a lot of tiles that I'm going to be picking from. It's a possibility. But if I were to do 3 times 5 equals 15, I would need that 1. So I don't know that I'm going to worry too much. I mean, I do have the 1 there. I don't know that I'm going to worry too much about that hand, but I'm going to keep it in the back of my head. So right now, I'm collecting tiles. I'm not picking 1 hand yet. I'm just leaving my options open. Let's see what happens here. Well, I gave a 1 and I got a 1. These are things you're going to recognize as you get to be a stronger player. So let me see. If I looked at that 3 times 5, I'm not going to do that. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and pass this out right now because I want to keep this open, see what happens with these tiles here. Okay, so now I got another 6, but I don't have 9s yet, so the 3, 6, 9 is still not strong. Maybe I don't even know about. I don't think I'm going to change my course right now. I think I'm going to kind of stay with what I'm doing. I'm definitely going to continue the Charleston. The only time I stop it is if I don't have 3 tiles to pass, which means I have 1 really good hand already formed. That is not the case here. So if anybody watching from YouTube or on Zoom tonight, if you play with any group that stops the Charleston, just automatically stops it, or a player is stopping it all the time, oh my God, it's not only is she doing a disservice to him or herself, but you don't get to see the rest of the tiles. That's 12 tiles potential that you might not look at. 9 definitely, up to 12. So I'm going to continue.
Second Charleston.
All righty. That 6 just kind of looking like I should keep it. I think I'm going to get rid of it for now. Hi, Shirley. Oh, I get my first 9, and now I have a 3, and now I have a 9, and I got a 5. So I got 3 tiles in that I could potentially use, 2 definitely with what I'm going for, right? Of course, I gave the 1 dot up, so now I don't have the 1 dot. Who knows? Maybe it'll come back. The 1 dot, 3 dot that I was keeping for maybe 3, 5. Any combination right there, 3, 5 dot, 3 crack, 5 crack. That would be the second hand down under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 on the left side. Pung, pong, 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 pong. Those hands are easier to make. No pairs, no singles. You could use jokers everywhere. It's got two pungs, and pungs are easier to make than kongs, and they're all over the card, that configuration. So, I mean, I'm like thinking right now that maybe I'm going to keep track of 1, 3, 3, 5. And I have to give something up here. If I want to keep that 6 for 3, 6, 9, I have to give something up. This is a little bit of a challenge. 1, 3. I'm hoping I get that 1 dot back. I don't know if I will or not. 1, 3, 3, 5. 1, 3, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, 3, 3. I'm just browsing through that category right now just to see if there's anything that stands out really. Okay, I think I'm going to do this one. Let's see what happens. All right, now I got a 6, bam. And I got a 9, bam. And now my head is thinking, oh my God, now you've got lots of 3, 6, 9s going on. So what are we going to do? So maybe I'm going to change my direction. And it's okay, because that's what the Charleston is all about. But you need to have the ability to do this, because if you don't see these changes, then you're going to be locking yourself into one thing and hope it works out. But I got a lot of 3, 6, 9s, so I'm like thinking I might do that. I don't have to give up one of the 5s, because what can I do on this pass? I can do a blind pass. The computer is going to do it for me. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave those 5s right now just to see if anything changes, because I still could have a run with 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to give that 5 up. So here we go.
Courtesy pass.
Well, I got the 1 dot back. So now I do have lots of different choices. I'm not making a choice yet, but I have lots of them. So I have 1 dot, 3 dot, 3 crack, 5 crack. That's a hand under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 that I could keep track of. And then who knows what under 3, 6, 9. I got just tons of stuff going on right now. And I do have the ability to wait until I, first of all, run out of discards and get something else in that says to me, the direction's going to be consecutive run, or you got to just stay in 3, 6, 9. And if that would be the case, then I get rid of the 1 dot. We'll just see. So I'm going to do, in the computer world, it will let you do 1 tile. But in person, when you're playing, if somebody were to say to me 1 tile, I just say no, thank you on the optional, because that means they have really good tiles. And I don't want to give them something back like the 1 dot that I could get back. I think there were 2 out there. But what if I didn't have the 1 and I got it back on the optional because somebody gave me 1? So don't take a chance. Just say no, thank you. I'm going to do 1 because the computer is going to give it to me. Let me do it. And I didn't get anything back, but I got a new tile in. A new tile in, which gives me another hand under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, which is 1, 3, 3, 5. I only know this because I know the card. That's the second from the bottom. It actually goes like this. My brain wants it to go like this. Okay, that's the way my brain wants to see it. It doesn't really matter because it's the same hand. But I got a green in, and I think I'm going to keep that. So if I want to keep track of 3, 6, 9, I definitely have a lot of options that I could do without the 9 dot. And let me just see, let me make sure. So I want to keep things that I'm keeping track of. So I don't get rid of those right now. Okay, so that's that. And then 3, 6, crack. And green. Oh no, I do need the 9 dot. 3, 6, wait a minute. Hold on a second. What did I do here? No, maybe, hold on. What did I do? I don't even know what I did because I don't have the other. I have the 6 and 9, but that's the wrong suit. I need this for the 3, 6, green, 6, 9. All right, so that's what I need. There's still a lot of things that I could do in 3, 6, 9 and keep. What do I want to keep? 3. It's going to be a lot of choices here, and I got to just see which one makes the most sense. 3, 6, 9, 1, 3, 3, 5. It's like I'm split between the two, and this is where sometimes you just have to be like, okay, think I want to keep this, and I think I'll get rid of the 3 BM. The reason I'm keeping the 6 and 9 is just in case I need a second suit for 3, 6, 6, 9, pung kong, left side first line. Of course, we have the right side first line, which is really pretty too. But I don't know. I can't keep everything, so I think I'm going to do that. Well, let's see what happens. See, now I'll keep track of what of mine goes out, and that's going to be very telling as to what direction I go in. We're at 97 tiles. After the deal, you have 99 tiles. They're gonna, during the first 33 tiles, we're in the begin game. You don't have to worry about what other people are exposing. Just pay attention to things. But this is when you can speed up your game. Just think if you need a tile more than whether someone else needs it. Get out tiles early. Get out tiles that are not on the board while players are not set up, while your opponents are not set up. It's better to get them out really, really early. So I'm just going to ignore this because it's too early for me to think about calling with 1 joker, and I haven't made up my mind. So that's the way it is.
1 crack.
We have an exposure with 2 soaks. I got to make sure I don't miss that. If one comes up,
joker swap. 7 black.
One's already taken.
6 bam.
There's another 6 bam. Now there's a 5 crack. Okay. So 1, 3, 3, 5 just got a little bit stronger. And now I have to make a decision. What am I going to keep? So if I were to do a run and I got 4 dots, I could do 3, 4 dot, 5 crack, 6 crack. That would be very nice because that would be even stronger than, no, it's about the same thing as the 1, 3, 3, 5. But anyway, I'm going to start dumping these tiles right now. I'll keep the green for this here. 1, 3, 3, 5. I don't know why it didn't seem like I saw that before, but I'm going to start dumping these last 3 tiles here. I got lots to deal with runs here, and 1, 3, 3, 5. I don't need these.
9 bam.
Now, since there's 2 6 cracks out, I'll make that the last discard, meaning there's already 2 out. I want to get fresher tiles out. So that's what I do.
7 bam. 5 dots.
Another 5 crack. So I'll get my 9 dot out.
8 bam. Call. 7 bam.
And we have another exposure, and the 8 bam is available.
West.
All right, now I have a 3 crack. So 1, 3, 3, 5 is really looking like my hand. Now, am I going to say it is my hand right now? Not necessarily, Because if I pick a 4 dot, it could be 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know yet, but I know it looks like it's going toward that. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. Actually, I probably should. Well, maybe I'll keep that. I don't need to get rid of that. Right. It's really early in the game. So I'll get rid of the 6 bam.
6 bam.
Hello, Ann and Bill from Georgia. Thanks for joining
9
tonight.
Joker swap.
Oh, somebody grabbed the other joker there. Okay. Well, look at this. Unbelievable, right? 1, 3, 3, 5 is really looking pretty. So I could call the 1 dot or the 3 crack, and I would need one more good pick to be able to call the other. I still have discards right now. I don't have to make a decision yet, unless the tile goes out and I have to make a decision about calling. So I'm going to get rid of the green.
Green. West. 5 dot. 4 crack.
Okay, I'm just going to I'm going to keep my pair of 6s for right now, just in case I do get more 4s than, I don't think I will, but I'll keep it just for a little bit. And it's nice to keep pairs because who knows, somebody might be playing with the 6 cracks. And if I hold it for a little bit and then put it out, maybe somebody will call it and put up a joker. That's called grabbing joker bait.
5 dot. 9 dot. 2 bam. Call. East.
Another exposure. We don't know really what anybody's playing yet, but we will when they put up a second exposure. All right, I'm going to get rid of that.
Red. 4 bam. 1 dot.
All right, so here we go. I think it is early. I could wait if I wanted to. And I do this a lot. Phyllis knows when she's here. There is some risk in waiting on the 1 dot in that they could all be at the end of the wall. But I don't like to call early on unless my hand is really well formed. And in this case, it is well formed. But I'm going to have to worry about one thing, getting another 3 crack or a joker. But in this case, since it is so nicely formed, I'll go ahead and call it. We'll just hope that we get what we need.
Call.
And now I've
6
committed
1
to
bam.
1 hand.
Joker swap. 9 crack. 7 dot.
And
7 crack.
again, I'm not
Swap.
going to think too much about what I'm discarding. We're at 68 tiles. We're going to be entering into the middle game when we're down to 66. It's still early. No other exposures out. I'm just going to want to get tiles out. I don't have a lot to get out. 1 more 6 crack, but normally that's what I would be doing, just getting them out.
1 bam. 1 dot.
Now I remember sending that out, but I'll see who's going to call it. Maybe there's one that went out early.
1 crack.
Nobody.
6 dot. 9 dot. 6 crack.
So there's another 6 crack that went out. So I'll do the red since the red went out earlier, and West. I don't know if he's playing with reds, but my thought is probably best to get that one out first.
Red. 9 crack. 7 bam. 5 dot.
And I'll get that out.
Green joker swap. 4 crack.
Boy,
1 bam.
everybody's
6
got the
dots.
jokers but me. All right, now I know just when I saw that 8 dot come in, I know that it hasn't gone out because I've been paying attention to what's going out. That means I got to get it out. So sometimes I hear people playing, that newer players say, well, why are you doing the 8 dot? Wouldn't you do the 6 crack instead? This is a common discussion I have. No, I would not do the 6 crack instead. I would do the 8 dot because the 8 dot's not on the table, which means somebody might need it. And if they need it, I'd rather them call it now for an exposure then to call it later for Mahjong because I'm holding it more rounds. I know it's a kind of crazy concept, but it's a little bit advanced thinking, but that's the way you got to play. So let's see if we get a call.
8 dot call. 1
Yes,
crack.
we did. And that's the reason we get them out now. What if I waited 2 more rounds and Joe got set? Then I would be giving him Mahjong. That's what I want to happen, not Mahjong later. Although, you know, that happens too.
Green. Red. East.
Oh, so
Six.
based on what Joe has up here, any like numbers looks like what Mr. Joe is playing. Okay, so we got his number, right?
3 crack.
All right, so there is 1 3 crack now. So now I need a joker because that went out before I was set to call it. Boo-hoo.
South. 9 bam. 4 dot. 3 dot.
Okay, 4 bam sounds also, oh no, there's 2 out.
4 bam.
Okay,
East. 9 crack. 5 bam.
where,
South.
I don't want to
5
say,
bam.
I was going to say, where are my
Mahjong.
jokers? Okay, so Joe picked his own Mahjong with the like numbers, with the 8s. Very nice. He was well set. I could have had a jokerless hand if I had picked the 3 crack up, but, and there are no other 3 cracks out. So let's see how many jokers everybody has. 3 for Wes, who is playing line 2, 2024. And he was also in very good shape. He was set for Mahjong. So he had 3. Joe had 2. That's 5. And Agatha had 2. So there's only 1 more joker in the wall. And Agatha was playing any like numbers as well with 2s and also set for Mahjong. Wow. I had some good competition that game. All right, let's do this again.
First Charleston.
Well, no jokers in this hand. Woo, crazy. All right. I'm going to stick these down here. I usually stick my winds and dragons to the right just until I figure out what I'm doing. But we're going to work off of our multiples again. Like I said, we didn't have any last time, but we do now. We have a pair of 2s and a pair of 3s. So then I think, well, what am I going to keep with 2s and 3s? Well, it's not 2023 anymore, or I would have kept all the 3s and the soap and the red because of last year's hand, and I would have been happy camper. But I don't have any 4s, so that's not going to work out. But nonetheless, I'm going to keep everything in the run around the 2s and 3s. Now, having multiples in the middle of 1 through 9 gives you more flexibility to keep things before that number and after. But when you're in the low end, I can only do 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty much, right? Now, besides for those runs, I have any like numbers with 3s. That could be any of the hands there. And I can keep these dragons because I know there's dragons in the second line of any like numbers. It's a possibility. And then I have to think about what do I want to pass? Well, I don't need the 8. The 8 is like standing out like a sore thumb right there, right? So then what else do I pass? Do I keep the wins to see if I could come up, get something like I have 2s and 3s right here, the mini run, 3rd hand down? Do I do that and get rid of something else? Maybe I need to think more about what I'm going to keep in my run. So maybe I'll keep 1, 2, 3. And maybe I won't think about line 2 in any like numbers, or maybe I will, I don't know, or maybe line 3 with news. So maybe I would want to keep it. If I keep all the 3s, and I can keep 1, 2, 3 for a mixed suit, and keep this to see if I get more wins. You know, this is, look, you're not going to see exactly what I see. We know two people are going to see all of the exact same things. It's just not going to happen. The way I pick could work out in my favor, or it could not. So, you know, it's just a matter of knowing what are your possibilities here. So I think maybe I'm going to keep that, because I think I want to see what happens with that bottom hand for any like numbers, as well as possibly winds and dragons. So I want to keep both my south and west. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. We'll see what happens. All right. So I got a north and south in. Nice. So now I have north and south. Let's see if there's anything in singles and pairs that could possibly happen. I mean, I could try for the 1 1 1 2 1 1 2 3 type thing, but I don't love passing soaps, but I am gonna, oh, I don't want to do that. Let's see, do I want to keep that? If I keep like numbers, I can't go for that singles and pairs, which would make sense to do it if I were. But I want to be able to show you options. If I hone in on that third line under singles and pairs, that's not going to happen with flexibility. So I'm not going to do it. But I keep this for any WS line 3 for any like numbers with 3s. And I'll keep the north and south. And I think I'll go with this. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so no, nothing really came in that floats my boat right now. So I'm going to do this. I got an east. So now I have my news if I want to do like numbers. And in that particular case, I'm going to need the pair of flowers. That's okay. I'd like to be able to keep track of the north and south, but I can't. If I'm going to continue, I have to choose the hand that's easier, and the hand that's easier is the third line down, because it doesn't require any pairs. But let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. No, actually the bottom hand only uses 2 3s. So I'm 7 tiles for that. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 7 and 7. I kind of got to go with the safer hands. Things could change. I could get things back, but that's what I'm going to do. I have to continue.
Second Charleston.
You don't stop because you're confused. All right, so I'm going to do this. Going to keep the 2s and 3s. I'm going to take and get rid of the 2, and I'll pick one of the 3s. What am I feeling? I didn't see another one, so I don't know. I'll just pick the 3 dot, mix the suits up. Okay. All right, nothing came in, so that I just passed it out. Now I got, let's see, I got back the 3. So now I have all the 3s again for any like numbers that I can also keep track of. So I'll do 2 here.
Courtesy pass.
And I will do 2 here.
8 bam.
All right, well, I have some direction, winds and dragons or the news or something in the like numbers. We'll see.
Flower.
We'll see how many
One crack.
flowers go out.
6
I'm
crack.
just going to get
No.
out fresh tiles. I don't have any jokers.
9 crack.
Can't call yet.
6 dots. 9 bam. 8 crack. Flower.
A second flower.
Call. 1 crack.
And we have a joker exchange available.
3 bam.
And there goes a 3 bam, which I'm not committing to anything. I don't even have jokers or anything yet, so it ain't happening. 2 of these went out. Let's see. No 5 dots out and no 9 dots. So I'll do
5
this.
dots. 3 crack.
There's a 3 crack
Flower.
and a third flower.
8 dots.
Got 1 flower.
9 dots. 1 dot. East. 5 bam.
All right, let's see. 4. Okay, we'll just get this out. 2, 3, 4. Nah. I could keep this for 2, 3, 4, but I don't think so.
4 dot. 9 crack. Red. Call. 7 bam.
Another call.
Flower.
Another flower.
3 bam.
Another 3 bam. Well, wow. Frustrating, but it happens. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this.
Green. Call. 3 crack.
That's a good thing I didn't collect those dragons in the beginning because I would have had a big competitor. There goes a 3 crack.
4 bam. 8 bam.
So this is why tiles that go out early kill you. That's why you need to do it. So the other opponents are sitting there thinking exactly the same thing. There goes another flower. There goes another 3. There, it's just like, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
8 dots. Joker swap.
There goes
5
my
bam.
tiles.
5 crack. 1 crack. 7 dots. South.
Okay, so now here's a south. Would I want to commit to north-south with the 2, 3, and I have 2, 3 bams out, and I would need to get 2 jokers. I know there's 1 more south. I don't think I'd want to commit right now. Nope, and lock myself into 1 hand, so I'm just going to ignore.
1 dot. East.
Oh, too late. Too late. Bummer. All right, well, that's kind of a safe tile right there because I'll throw the 1 first. Because I know there's 3 up. So I'll just save that since it's not fresh, it's safe. Woohoo!
1 crack. 3 crack.
3 crack. Oh my goodness. Look at all my
1
3s going
Call.
out.
North.
Another north. Literally, most of my tiles have gone out. That's the way the game goes. You can't win them all, right?
7 crack. 8 crack. 8 dots. 5 bam.
Some nights I can't pick wrong, and
bam.
other nights I
7
can't
crack.
pick.
8 dots. 5 bam.
There's an east, and I don't really need that, baby. Is there anything I would want to even think about changing to? No.
East. 1 dot. 6 dots. 9 crack.
Oh, what is that? What is that thing? It's a joker. Oh my goodness. All right. Now, I want to look and see what's going on because 3 bams and 3 cracks have gone out, but no 3 dots have gone out. I've really got to make a decision at this point whether or not to hold on to that 3 dot. We're 48 tiles, so we're almost down to the end game, which is the last 33 tiles. Now is when I have to start paying a bit more attention. With West having 2 hungs of dragons up, what is he playing? Winds and Dragons, line 2, right? So I need to know that. or any like numbers, line 2. That's good information for me to have. But is somebody needing that 3 dot? There's none out. I think I need to get it out because Joe could be using it, West could be using it, and Agatha could be using it. In all honesty, I don't know who is. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it.
3 dot call, 9 crack,
There's the reason. These are the things you could figure out after a while. I didn't think Agatha was going to be the one, but anyway, good reason not to hold it any longer than I wanted to. Oh, what's that, baby? Look at that.
green, 9 dot,
Now, at
Something.
least if something
Nine
goes out, I could possibly
9 band,
make a
6
call.
band, 7 dot,
Okay.
West, 5 crack, Mahjong,
Well, there you go. Joe beat me to it. Congratulations, Joe. Good job. So 2024, he only had the 1 exposure. And then like numbers with 6s for West, line number 2. And consecutive run, line number 7. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pung, pung, pong, pong. With bams and dots. Agatha was far from Mahjong. I was just starting to come in now, so I could have, done something, but I still would have needed, if I were going to do north and south, I would have needed both of those jokers with the 3s. And I never saw another flower. Let's see where, if there were any. Oh yeah, there were lots of 3 more flowers left. Yeah. So, but anyway, things were forming. We had some direction. Just my tiles all went out, and that's the way to play the game the right way. If you want to make sure. Oh, the 2 dots. Let's see. The 2 dots are here too. You're right, Shirley. Shirley watching from YouTube, the 2 dots are in the wall still. Amazing. Just amazing. Like sometimes you don't pick. Let's do it again.
Charleston,
Oh, we got 1 joker. Yay. Now we have 1 pair. Multiple. Start from that. All right. Well, what do we do with 6s? Definitely not 2024, but it certainly could be 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm just going to throw all my 2, 4, 6, 8s together. Right? Any like numbers? I don't have any other 6s. Addition hands. I don't have any other same suit tiles in any of the addition hand Kongs there. None of them. I have no other bams. Okay. Certainly not quints because I only have 1 joker at this point. And then what about 3, 6, 9? I have 3, 6, 9 3s. Okay. And then what about consecutive run? Is there anything that I want to keep there that will allow me to get rid of 3 tiles? Not so sure. Not so sure that there's going to be something in 1, 2, 3, 4. The 1 might be nice to keep because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 crack. I could also do 4, 5, 6. I mean, I can't keep it all and I got to get rid of something. So I don't like to pass East and West together because they kind of go together in a lot of hands. We have, well, not a lot, but some of the more popular hands. Line 3, and then again in line 5 under Winds and Dragons. So it's best to mix them up if you can, Because it seems like, from my experience this year, most people aren't doing all wind hands. They're doing either east-west with something or north-south with something. So we could get rid of this, get rid of one of those, and let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9. Maybe it won't be a 3, 6, 9 that I'll keep, but I'll keep 2, 3, 4. So I think I'm going to do this. So I'll keep the 1, 2, 3, 4 in cracks. Let's see what happens. Of course, I get another 9. What do you think? And another 3. Absolutely. And another 8. Well, let's see what makes sense here. Let's see. So then you got to start looking at the different hands to see what you got. 6 times 8 equals 48. Very little bit of it. We need flowers, of course. 6 times 8 equals 48. 4 times 6 equals 24. So we've got it both ways there. Maybe that's my direction. Maybe that's my direction. 3, 3, 6, 9. Trying to see what else I would keep. So if for any reason I were to keep something for 3, 6, 9, it would end up being a 2-suit pun kwong, line 1. So I will keep one of the 3s and get rid of which one I don't want, which will be the 3 dot. Just because I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. But no, because I need, let's see, 6 times 8 equals 48. Nope, I need that too. So I can't keep the 1. I pretty much need all of those 2, 4, 6, 8s right now to make something happen with them. Ooh, this is kind of ugly. 3 dot for 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a possibility. Shirley was saying on YouTube 3, 4, 5, 6, and that is a possibility. But I think I'm going to do this. I don't know. Sometimes it's just like, what do we do here? Another 2, 4, 6, 8. Golly, who knows? Maybe I'll play singles and pairs and dump the. See how this looks. Not good for singles and pairs with the 2 suits. Not good. Very weak. Oh my goodness. Well, I've got a lot of pun kwong stuff too. 2, 4, 6, 8 here. I could still do multiplication if I get anything. I think I'm going to do that. And which one of these tiles? 2, 4, 6, 8. I guess it'll be this one. That's a pretty, oh, this is the first left. I think I'll just do 2 to start with, even though I'm getting the 9s in. So let's see. Nope. Continue. Yes.
Second Charleston.
I'm just going to stay in that 2, 4, 6, 8 area right now and see what happens. Plus, I could also switch into like numbers if I get a lot of 4s or 6s or whatever. So that's also a good option. So I got a 4. I'll do this and I'll do this.
Courtesy pass.
All right. So now you see how we've collected a bunch of 2, 4, 6, 8. Maybe like numbers. Things change really quickly in this game. I don't want to have to really think much yet about this until I run out of discards, which is 1 discard actually. So let's do 1 tile.
So
And that's 1 9 to run out
9
of
band.
discards to then have to break it down a little more, which is going to be coming up
9
soon.
Flower. 9 dot. 7
Just play fast at this point of the
5
game.
band.
It's easy.
crack.
Just get out tiles that aren't on the board.
5 band. 3 dot. 3 band. 7 crack. 7 band. So 1 band.
This is where
6
you're
dots.
able to start picking up your game. Now, I only have 1 joker. I'm not calling anything yet because I have nothing fully formed or even made a decision yet. So that's going ignore.
9 dot. 6 dot.
And 6 dot, nope, not in the
7
cards.
band. So west. 6 crack.
Also not in the cards with a 6 crack.
4 band.
Good thing that they called it, right? So now we have a 4 bam. So I do want to pay attention and take a look to see what we have and whether or not we need to call the 4 bam or even think about calling the 4 bam. Well, if I were to do like numbers, it would be line 1. In this case, I could call that. I have no flowers at this point. Kind of risky. Kind of risky. We have, whoops. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4. 2, 4 crack, line 2. 2 crack, 4 crack, 4 bam, I would only need 2. 6 bam, and the 3rd suit. Right there. We have that. Risky business because I need a 2 crack for that pair. And of course, I need a Kong of 8s. I only have 1 joker, but still, it's a good possibility. What else? 2, 4 crack, 6 bam, 8 bam. I definitely want to keep the 8 bam. So it looks like the 8. Let's look at that multiplication hand again. 4. Yeah. That is also 4 times 6 equals 24. Okay, I could keep track of the left side, 4th hand down. 4 times 6 equals 24. And I think I'm going to, I just don't feel comfortable calling at this point and locking in without being closer. So unfortunately, I have to ignore. Ignore.
3 bam.
It hurts for just a minute. Okay, so the second hand is actually starting to come in a little nicer. I don't need that there, but we're not going to move it for right now. And I think that it will be the 8, like we discussed. It's going to go.
8 crack. 3 dot.
And Linda from YouTube also saw the 2, 4, 4, 6, 8. And there's 1 tile right now that I could call for the pung. And I could use that in 2 places, but don't think I want to commit yet. I'm just not feeling like I could commit to that tile. Although I could use it in the like numbers, but I don't have any flowers yet. Oh, do I want to? This is where it really gets to be a little bit of, I get a headache. If I call the tile, I could use it for line 1, line 2, and any like numbers. It's not the 4 that I would want for line 1. I would wish I had a 2 bam to be able to do 2, 4, 6, 8 with the bams, but what do? I think I'm going to let it go. I know it's like crazy, right? How many of you guys out there would be calling it? I know several, but I'm going to say ignore right now. Phyllis, I'm not going to ask you. She's laughing already because Phyllis would call it. Phyllis and I think differently that way. I know. I just one joker right now. If one more 4 crack goes out, I'll do it. Maybe. Look. That's my hand right now. I'm not doing it.
Call 3 dots.
Look at that. Look at that. Wow. So if I put it up, Agatha would have got my joker. Wow. But I would have made her hand harder. But you know what? Hindsight's 20/20. All right.
1 dot.
I'm not gonna just, I gotta work with what I got.
8 bam. North. South. Red.
Things could change,
1 dot.
like right now. So things could change. I love the fact that this game has so much flexibility. Where is it? Right there. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8 is one possibility. I wished I hadn't gotten rid of that 8 crack, but that's long gone already. All right, so 2, 4, what else? 2s. Okay, here's another one. 2, 2 dot. Line number, second from the bottom on the right side. 2 dot. 4 bam, 6 bam, and 8 dots. Okay, so we've got, I've got to keep the 2 dot, the 4 dots, the 6 bams, the 8 bams. This one here, 2, 4, 6, that one, second hand from the bottom on the right side. I haven't made that one yet. I do need a pair of flowers, no doubt about it. But we can't get rid of, is it this one? Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. 2, 4. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the 2 crack. I know I could keep the addition hand in mind, but I need a lot more flowers for that. Okay, here we go.
5 crack. Call 2 crack.
Now, if you think I know what I'm keeping track of, haha. Agnes said ignore. Good job, Agnes.
3 bam. 2 bam.
Oh, jeez.
Mahjong.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Literally, really, 3 games the bots have gotten me. 3 games. Oh my goodness. I need to win at least 1 game. I'm always happy with 1 game. Oh my goodness. Do you believe this? Look at this with 1 joker. Oh my God. That's really crazy. All right, so east-west with the run, 1, 2, and the 2 suits. That's line 3 under Winds and Dragons. And then we have east, Joe was playing 3, 6, 9, line 2. Okay, coming in, but I didn't expect him to be close because that was an early win. How many tiles are left? 60. Wow, we were just into the middle game. 2 walls left. And then Agatha, consecutive run line 5. And again, she was coming in nice too, but 4 tiles away. So,
First Charleston.
I got a joker. Woohoo! No pairs though. No pairs at all. Look at that. So pretty. So pretty. Let's put it into evens and odds and see what happens. Alrighty, well, not the prettiest of hands. I think I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna do 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and keep a couple of other things for the runs. For a run, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I can't keep it all. But I can actually. Now this is a very pretty pass. But again, I mean, they could be playing 2, 4, 6, 8. They could be playing 20, 24. They could be playing like numbers. They could be playing dragons. I mean, I could be worried about every single thing they're playing, and I'm just not going to because I want to keep all of this. Now I have a 5. Ooh. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Ooh. I do want to keep that. So it looks like I'm getting more into the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 area. I don't know that I'm going to need this 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this. Watch, I'll get a 3 dot. Nope. All right. So I've got a lot of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9s. We got to break it down for sure. So let me move those out. The dragon would be the wrong suit if I were doing the 5th hand down, or 6th hand down, I should say. With the opposite dragons, I would have needed the greens, but I could get it. I mean, I could get also one. I think I got rid of, did I get rid of the 1 dot? I don't remember now. What about a mixed suit something? I would want to keep, I think, the 7 and 9, or would I want to keep the 5? And then, no. I mean, I'm really like weak no matter what. So I'm gonna do 2 on the first left. Let's do a blind pass and see if I get anything there. Ooh, nope, wrong one. I need the soap actually there. Okay. I have to continue. I gotta break something up. Let's see. 1, 3. There's a hand that I haven't played yet. 1, 3, 5, and then the 7 and 9s, but I don't have the opposite. I'm looking at the 4th hand down. I don't have anything there. Let's see what's going on here. Kinda might want to keep this. I don't know. I'm going to get rid of that. Look at this. I mean, this is like a beautiful pass. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Maybe not. I'm really torn here. 1, 3, 3, 5. I guess if I'm going to think about keeping low end odds, I'm going to do that. Now I have that. 1, 3, 5 with 3s. That bottom concealed hand under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I don't like it. I wish the 3s could have been 1, 3s or 5s. Just frustrating to me. But 1, 3, 3, 5, second hand down, pung kwong is a possibility there. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. A very far stretch of my imagination. Line 1 on the right side. Let's do this. Let's do this. And 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and we'll do that. Right, so if I got 3 cracks, which is the pair in that hand is pretty important, I would need the pair. And then this is so weak. It's not even funny. But what else could I keep it for? Let's see. 3 times 5 equals 15. Yeah. Again, I need the flowers. All right, well, we can do a, let's see, blind. Now I have 3, 4, 5. Do I even want to do that? 3, 4, 5. I don't even think that's going to make sense. I think I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Courtesy pass.
Maybe I'll, I don't know, thinking singles and pairs. 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, 9. Actually, 5, 7, 9 in dots. All right. I'm going to do 2. This is a tough
Flower.
night. Tough night.
Seven crack. Flower. 6 crack.
Just gonna hope that I collect more of these tiles and get something that makes some kind of sense.
Red. So. 9 crack. 9 bam.
I missed some hands from last year. 1, 3, 3, 5. Okay.
4 dot call. Red.
Well, good reason to get these tiles out early. 3 times 5 equals 15. Oh, that would be the wrong 5. 1, 3, 3, 5. Boy, I feel like I want to make up a hand. But I'll get this out.
7 dots. Red. Green. 5 crack. 2 bam. Call. 1 dot.
No, I'm obviously not calling it.
Joker swap. 2 crack.
And they're
Six
even
bam.
taking all the jokers. It's just not even fair. Am I going to go into like numbers with 5s or what? This is like a little crazy. So let's see. Flowers. 3 times 5 equals 15. I need the 5 crack. 3 times 5 equals 15. Line number 5. I need more flowers. I need a lot of stuff. So I will keep the 5 bams in case I get 3 cracks, or 1 crack, 3 crack, 3 dot, 3 bam, 5 bam, and I'm going to start dumping the 1s.
1 dot. 8 dot. 2 crack. 1 bam.
I deserve a break today. 3 times 5 equals 15. Like numbers with 5s, or 1, 3, 3, 5 with 1 crack, 3 crack, 3 bam, 5 bam. Okay, so right now I can get rid of this.
1 crack.
I very well might just forget about that addition hand. Obviously don't need that right now, because that would be a pung if I did need it. So
8 crack. 4
all right,
dots.
give me 1 tile that's going to help me like that. 1, 3. Nope, that doesn't really help me. That does not really help me. I need that here. I need 3 cracks or more flowers. and or a 5 crack to do the addition hand. All right, let's see how this plays out. I don't think I need this right now. 1, 3, 3, 5. 1, 3, 3, 5. No.
1 bam, 7 crack, 8 bam, call, 9 crack,
All right, what do we got here? 2s and 8s. It could be line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 under 2, 4, 6, 8. What else could it be? On the left or right side? I think that's it. Pretty telling. Pretty telling. Second from the bottom.
7 bam, joker swap, 6 bam,
Oh, I mean, they're grabbing the jokers. They're taking it all for
9
me.
dot call, 7 dot,
A call. 9 dot is available,
joker swap, south,
but not anymore. Oh, wow. All right, there's 2 of these out, so I wouldn't even consider 1, 3 dragon, 3, 5 with the opposite dragon. So, yuck. Oh, first line 2, 4, 6, 8. You're right. Sorry. I was thinking it was the second from the bottom, but that's not a Kong. I saw that as a Kong. Thank you so much, Susan. That is first line just on the left side. I thought that was a Kong. My bad on my eyes.
5 crack, south, red,
Oh. Ah, will there be a call?
west,
No.
west, 8 dot, 7 crack,
Okay. Call.
6 bam, 2 crack,
No call. Guess he wasn't ready. That's why you get him out early. Says 2, 3, 6 dots out. Wow. Okay.
8 dot, 7 dot,
Crazy.
6 dot, 6 crack, call, 3 crack,
Oh my goodness. Nice to have jokers, Agatha. There's 1 6 crack out. All right. And there went a 3 crack, by the way. All right, now I have another flower. So 3 times 5 equals 15 is still so weak. 3 times 5 equals 15. And we need the ones if we're going to do 1, 3, 3, 5. And I don't have the pair for the 15. So I cannot switch out to that. Is there anything else that I could be doing right now? Nope. I think I gotta keep 1, 3, 3, 5. Is there a reason for me to keep this? Speak now, my trusty friends here, if you see something. I'm thinking it might be better if I dump the flowers. Maybe I'll get a call. Maybe maybe Joe will call it and I can get a joker swap if Agatha doesn't grab it. I think I should just keep track of 1 crack, 3 crack, 3 bam, 5 bam at this point. Or do I want to think about, wait a minute, what about like numbers? 3, 4, Shirley said 3, 4 dot, 5, 6 crack. That's true. But 2, 4 dot, Agatha's got the 4 dots up. And Wes is playing with 4 bams. So Shirley, I don't, oh, you were saying Agatha needs is 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying something else. Okay, yes. 3, 4, 5, 6 for Agatha. Or 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 dot, 5 dot, 6 crack, 7 crack. Right? or 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, it could be a lot of things. She could be playing a lot of things right now. But I'm just trying to think whether, what are the chances? If she's playing 5 dots, I can't even think about like numbers here. God, this is tough decision making. All right, I think the best bet for me is 1, 3, 3, 5. And I do have 1 joker. And I think I better dump the flowers right now. Not a bad spot for me to be in, having all of the 5s. If somebody needs them, they'll put up jokers. If not, I've got some safe tiles. So I think I'm going to go that way. I'm dumping it. Let's see.
Flower.
Call.
Flower.
Shucks.
Green.
Darn.
5 dot.
Oh my goodness. I'm not calling that, of course. Not even remotely. Oh, nice.
Flower. 5 crack.
Okay. So now I've
No.
got I've got the
No crack.
possibility of getting one. Ooh, look at that. Now I'm in a good shape. That's my new English. I'm in a good shape. I can call the 3 crack, 3 bam, 5 bam. Now I'm in good shape. If I could make this before someone beats me to it.
5 dot. 9 crack. 1 bam. 6 dot.
Okay, these went out, so I'm good with that.
So. 2
We're in
bam.
40 tiles. We're almost in the end game. Once 33 tiles comes around.
6 dot. 9 bam.
Come on, give me a tile. Oh, gee. This is got to get out.
4 bam. 4 crack. 5 crack. 5 bam.
All right, I'm going to call that for a Kong. We're now talking about committing 100% to line number 2, left side, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and I need 4. That's a Kong.
Call. 5 dot. 3 dot. 3 bam.
And I'll call that too. And I'll call that for a Kong.
Call. 5 dot.
Now I need a
Yes.
joker or a 3 crack.
2 crack. East. Flower. 3 dot.
Wrong
East.
3.
6 dot.
Okay, now that sounds like a hot tile. Sounds and looks. "24 tiles left. The question becomes at this point of the game, do I want to win? Or do I want to break up my hand and play defensively? Do I want to win? Yes, I do. Can I win? Yes, I can. Because I've got plenty of picks left. Do I take a chance? I sure do. What do I have to lose? I've already lost 3 games to these crazy bots. So I go for it.
9 bam. 8 dot.
I lucked out.
Joker swap. 8 crack. Mahjong.
Again. All right, let's see what the 3 crack is. Right there. Look at that. And 1 more joker. Oh, tough, tough, tough. Or I could have done a joker swap, but no go. No go. Okay, let's see. We'll do this again.
First
Thanks for
Charleston.
hanging in there with me, you guys. Yeah, Shirley said 1 crack left. Yeah. I know I needed that or a joker swap or something. I've got 2 jokers. That is like blinding. Whoa. All right. So let's put these down here for just a little bit. Who knows? We may use them. All righty. All right. So now I have no multiples again. So if we sort into evens and odds, my eye goes to 3, 6, 9 right away. And I do have a little bit of like numbers with 3s and 6s. So I definitely will keep these babies. do I want to keep the north and south? Hey, Carol, thanks for coming in. Do I want to keep the north and south? Yeah, I think for a little bit I will. I'm kind of happy with 3, 6, 9, little bit of like numbers, keeping the dragons, keeping the north and south. A lot could happen with all of that, and I'm going to go with this. Let's just see what happens here. I got another south, but I wasn't thinking of north and south with the run or my risky, one of my favorite hands, 6s or 3s. Concealed hand, bottom hand, winds and dragons. I like that. I definitely have an 8 I could get rid of, but if I change and start doing the winds, then I have to really decide on what I'm going to do, because then I could either just do that bottom concealed hand. It's a good possibility I could get it, but I need to keep something else open. Right now, I don't even have 2 consecutive numbers. But I feel like risking it. Like I feel like I have nothing to lose tonight. And then I should maybe just go with that hand and see if I could pull it off. Why not? I'm going to try it. I'm a little crazy that way. Of course, I just got another green in, right? Maybe I should do the news with the dragons, and maybe I'll get that back. Let me do a blind pass and see what happens. I always get another 3, but not a double or something. Isn't that nuts? Of course, I have to continue, but now I do have 6 and 7, and I could keep the 6s.
Second Charleston.
But then I would have to pass 3 of these, unless I forget about these, which is probably what I'm going to do. Okay, so I can keep track of north, south, 6 and 7. I could keep track of any like numbers, but I'm going to have to get rid of 2 3s. Oh, I don't even know if this is smart. I don't even know if that's smart. But with the any like numbers line 2, I've got 2 pairs in there, so I know it doesn't make sense. I think I may do that. What the heck? I'm a risk taker. Oh, I got another 6. That's nice. All right. I'll send this out. I think I'll send this out. Wow. Okay, so that's kind of nice right there. Look at that. I just need one more good pick. I could call everything. I like that. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do. 6 and 7. I can remote keep, I don't have the flowers. I don't know. Let's see. Last right. I'll just do 2.
Courtesy pass.
Only because I sent a green out already, so I might as well not pass. Okay, well, I definitely don't need 2 east regardless. So I'll do 2. And I got a west in case I want to, in case I get flowers and I want to switch to the any like numbers, line number 3. So I have, hopefully I'll get something in that's going to tell me, or something will go out, but I'm in pretty good shape. But again, I was in good shape last time. Let's go.
9 band. 4 dot.
Let's see
8
what
dot.
happens.
4 band. 8 band. 8 crack. East. 2 band. East. 3 dot. 2 dot. 4 bam.
Yep, Carol, I'm keeping track of the closed hand. Yes, I was talking about that earlier. So that is still on the radar. The closed hand, Winds and Dragons, line number 3, or any like numbers. Yes. So let's get this out since we had passed it. We don't need that at all. And we could still hang in there for a choice
Green. 7 bam.
of 3 different things.
Green. 7 dot.
Okay, so I would not call that and put it up with 2 jokers, so it's going to have to go. So who knows what we're going to end up doing? Maybe it will be this hand, which I said earlier is one of my favorite hands. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh, no, that's an ignore. I got nervous. That hand is like primo right now. Look at that. That is one of my favorite hands. And I always do it, even though it's risky. But I love it. I love it. Okay, ignore.
Call. 8 crack.
Good reason to ignore it. Oh my God.
7 crack. Call. 3 bam.
All right, we've got 2 7 crack. So that would be 3, 4, 5, 6 hand down, flowers with the singles, and then 7 7 is one thing I see. And I think that's all it can be. Oh no, it could be any like numbers. I always forget it could also be any like numbers, line 1. So consecutive run, line 6, or any like numbers, line 1.
5 bam.
All right,
1
I am
bam.
hoping that I
6
get, oh, there goes a 6 dot. Oh. I can't call it because that's concealed. If I call the bottom hand, I don't need the north and the south. I only need 1 north and south. Can't call it. Can't call it.
1 crack. 7 bam.
All right. Now that bottom concealed Winds and Dragons hand, that is it. I mean, that is it. I'm going to do the flower being more of a priority, and the 7s are up here already, so I'll leave that for last.
Flower. Call. 5 bam.
Okay, good reason to get it out, but I wish there was, no, I don't have a second one to do a joker. All right, let's see what happens with this.
So
Nothing.
3 crack. 7 crack.
You need one more good pick. There it is.
7
All
dot.
right, what are the
2
chances somebody else is going to Mahjong before me? And don't say 100%.
4 crack.
My husband's at
8
99%.
dot.
There we go.
Mahjong.
1 hand. Maybe I need to stop on a good note, although I still have time. But I'm wondering if I shouldn't stop. All right, Winds and Dragons, concealed hand, bottom hand, and Carol, you like that hand too, I know. So good job that we were able to pull that one off, right? All right, so we'll do another hand. I'm hoping. Let's see what Wes was playing. Consecutive run, line 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh God, way far away from that hand. And Joe was playing the like numbers, far, far away from anything. And Agatha was playing Winds and Dragons line 2 and far away. So I was the one who was in the lead that time.
First
All right,
Charleston.
let's do one more here. No jokers. I have a pair of flowers. I know, Linda, right? Linda says, hooray, finally. I mean, honestly. All right, so I have flowers and I have a pair of 2s. So 1, 2, 3 is nice, or 2, 3, 4 actually is even nicer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. Or 2, 4, 6, 8. There's a good possibility. So I've got runs. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. I would keep it all. And let's see. I don't think I'm going to need that at all. So unless I were to do the bottom concealed hand, I might need the 8. Bottom concealed 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. I'm going to do that. And I got a 6. So let's look at that hand. Flowers, bottom concealed 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. 2s, a pair of 4s, a pung of 6s, and then 2 pairs of 8s. There's a possibility, 100%. Why not? Keep the run 2, 3, 4 for sure. And also keep the 8 crack. Well, that would be leaving me with these babies. Okay, so now I have a 6 and 8 dot, which could be a backup hand, but then it does not use the flowers. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, and 8. 2 and 8, 4, 6. I don't know. Let's do that first. That bottom concealed hand is right there. Flowers 2, 4, 6 with the pairs of 8s. I like that. I definitely like that. So I'm going to do first left. Let me do just 2. See if anything comes in to give me direction. Well, another 6. Okay. So a good backup hand is going to be 2 crack, 4 crack, 6 dot, 8 dot. First line, 2, 4, 6, 8 on the right side. That means I'm probably going to abandon the idea of the concealed hand because it's risky. As much as I'd like to do it, I know, but Carol, it's kind of risky. So the only way I could keep it, no, I can't keep it. I can't. If I'm going to continue, I have to make a choice here. And I need a backup of some sort. I need a backup. And my strongest one right now is the 2 suit 2, 4, 6, 8. But hold on. Let me think about this. Flowers, 2s and 8s with the 4 and 6 in the middle is another backup, although I'm missing a part of that. Oh, I'm going to have to continue. Let me think. What am I going to do? Do I want to take a chance on that 2, 4, 6 with the 2? 2, 4, 6 and the 8s. And then keep 2. Oh my God, I think I want to try it. Oh, golly. Okay, I could be crazy doing this. But if I keep the 2 and no, I can't. It's not a smart move, but I'm going to try it. Okay. All righty. I'm going to just stay on course right now and see if I can recover this somehow if I mess up. So, all right. So I just got the 6 in, a 6 in. All I need is to cover these things here. And it's not, I mean, I'm really in good shape. Let's see. I'll do 2. I'll keep the 6. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh, I don't need those. Being that it's the end of the thing, do I pass them out? I normally wouldn't, but I do need to maximize what I have here. So I'm going to do it because I need to, darn. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see if I could pull it off.
West, call, 1 bam.
Ooh,
8 bam,
There's one 8 bam.
4 dot.
Oh,
Flower,
I think I should have kept that. I went too
4
quick.
dot.
Oh, there's another
6
one
dot.
anyway.
5 crack,
See, I would have kept
7
that
bam.
4 dots for 2, 4, 4, 6, and 8, but I went too quickly.
North, east, call, 6 dot.
Oh, my goodness gracious. There's another 6 dot.
4 crack,
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can't crawl. Anyway,
3 dot. 7 crack, 9 dot. 6
come
bam,
on. I got to pull an 8. Of course, I don't need that. I could have looked at singles and pairs, which I never do, which I should, but I don't need the flower. I'm going to hold it for a little bit.
7 crack, 7 dot.
Oh, that was one out already. I should have done the 1 crack.
1 bam, 3 crack,
I'll keep the 5 for 4, 5, 6 as a backup.
1 crack, 5
Kind of
dot.
late to do that since there's a 5 crack out already.
7 dot. 8 crack,
There's a 2, 3, 4, 5. Flowers, flower. Oh, golly, if I kept the 1 crack, I could have done 1 through 5. All right, I'm going to get this out.
flower, 8 bam,
There's an 8 bam,
So-
2 out.
8 crack,
So I will have to switch a Rooney anyway, if at this point. Oh, look at that. What a shame. 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5, 6. So I need to keep these for a run right now. So 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. I keep those, and we'll see if I don't get one. If the other 8 dot goes out,
6 dot. 1
I'm
dot.
changing out to a
6
run.
bam, red, 7 dot.
Changing out. Maybe I'll
9
do a
dot.
joker swap.
6 crack,
All right, there's a 6 crack, and I'm going to stay to that hand right
1
now.
crack, north, north, south, 9 bam, 2 dot.
Little risky
So-
business, but it's fun
3
to
dot.
try.
9 bam, green, call, 1 bam,
That's why I got it out right away.
6 bam, 1 crack, 2 bam, so 7 crack, 7 bam,
That might get called.
9 crack, 9 crack,
Nope.
9 bam, 7 bam,
Oh, that helps a little. Would use it there. All right, 4, 5, 6. We'll do the 3.
3 crack, 6 bam, 4 bam, green,
Not going to switch gears now.
1 crack, 5 dot, 9 dot, west,
Oh, wow.
joker swap,
Okay, so I don't need this at all, do I? Nope, not unless I switch out to my 4, 5, 6 right now. Well, let's see what it looks like. We call that bailing. Are there 4 cracks out? Nope. How many 5 cracks are out? 1. 1. Do we bail? Probably so, because I have an extra joker now. 2 8 bams have gone out. Very risky to stay with that hand. If I hadn't gotten that extra joker and I still had a discard, I probably would have stuck with it. I can call the 4 crack if nobody's playing with them. I can call the 6 crack, or did one go out already? Please don't tell me it did. It did. Shoot. 2, 4, 6, 8. I already got rid of the 8s. Darn. I still think I need to switch out. I still think I have a better shot at this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll save this. And there are no 8 dots out. That kind of says to me, maybe it's a good idea if you do get it out, because you might have a competitor. So I'll do that.
8 dots. Flower.
Who knows? Maybe I'll get more. Maybe I'll get 8 cracks back. How many went out? I know I got rid of 1. There it is. There's 1. Okay.
8 dots.
Oh, there's my 8 dot. I wouldn't have been able to call it at this point anyway. 1 more 8 dot out.
9 dots. 3 dots. 8 dots.
Another 8 dot.
3 dots.
I wouldn't have made that hand, seriously.
9 bam. 4 bam. 8 bam.
There's another 8 bam.
1 bam.
Oh, darn.
Sell. Joker swap. 3 bam. Call. 3 crack.
Got me to it. Beat me to it. 3, 4, 5, 6. I already threw out 3 cracks, like a lot of them, I think. Yeah. 2 of them out.
3 crack. 9 crack. North. East.
7 bam, 7 bam.
7 bam. So 4 dots.
We may have a wall game.
9 crack.
2 bam. 2 bam. Okay, I don't see a 2 bam. And we have 12 tiles left. Oh, there's a 2 bam. 1, 2 bam. So I will play defensively with 3 picks left. And that's the way it's going to be. So, 1, 2, that's my 3. Okay, so that's
8
good.
bam. 8 crack.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. Doesn't
8
make
dots.
sense not to,
5
because
crack.
I can't win. I mean, the chance, look at the 5 crack went out. I have to call it and put up 2 jokers late in the game like this. Having how many are left? 1, 2. If there's 1 left, 3, 4. No, there are none left. So I could put up jokers and do that, but it doesn't make sense. Chances of me winning are slim. So I'm just going to play defensively right now, and I will throw my jokers.
Joker. 4 dots. Joker. Joker.
Everybody's breaking up their hand.
Joker. 7 dots. 7 crack. Joker.
And that's it. So I need to pick 1 more safe tile. What would be my safest tile to throw? How many 2 cracks are out? Okay, that's not a safe tile. Could be Agatha's tile. Could be Wes's tile. Oh my God. All right, let's see. 5 crack. The 5 crack.
5 crack. Wall game.
That's it. Wall game. All right. Well, I won 1 game. Yay! That's all I need is 1 game. But this was a really tough night. Another tough night. I mean, it's great that they're so competitive, because it really makes you think. And you see how things change so quickly, so quickly. I hope you guys had fun tonight, and you consider joining me next week on Monday night. I have my special live stream series. If you haven't registered, all you needed to go is to go to the MahjCon Facebook group, MahjCon, and I'm having a live stream. It's one of my monthly special events called Situational Awareness. It's going to be really, really fun. So please consider joining. You do have to register for that. You can't just show up like tonight. And I hope to see you Monday night. Thank you so much, everybody. Until we meet again, practice, 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 and be well. Good night, everyone.